So get this, floral patterns are back, both in fashion and in interior design. Some of you are now having flashbacks to the late 80s,
Yes.
early 90s and thinking, oh no, I can't go there again.
Can't do it. Well, Traci Zeller, a Charlotte-based interior designer who has been featured in Better Homes and Gardens and Traditional Homes, is here to show us how to use floral patterns in a modern, updated way. Hello, how are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm great, and I'm so excited to talk about florals because they really have been all over the runways, and you're seeing it in interior design too.
When you told me this, when we were talking about this segment, and you said, oh, let's talk about florals in interior design, I went, and you talked me into it because you said it really is a thing, and by judging by what you brought today, I really like it.
Well, when you see it everywhere on the runways, from shoes to shorts to embroidered to applique, it really gets people used to thinking that there are modern, fresh ways to do it. And what's particularly interesting to me is that heritage brands are back, both in fashion, things like New Balance that are old school, and now they've reinvented themselves. And you see brands like Laura Ashley and Liberty of London refreshing and modernizing their offerings, and it's really exciting.
Okay, so how can we incorporate florals into our home?
Well, it is a lot easier than you think.
Okay, really?
Really,
All right.
I promise. Now, this picture might freak you out a little bit, Gene, because it's very pink, but I did bring a picture of a room I recently did in my own home, and it shows a lot of the ways that you can make florals modern. And one of them that I especially love, you can see it on my outfit today, because when you make them a larger scale, like 1.5 to 2 times or even bigger than they are in real life, it makes it much more of a statement and less realistic.
Okay.
So you can see that on wallpaper. This is a huge leaf print wallpaper, and it just becomes a lot more modern.
So we're doing wallpaper too?
Oh, yes, Colleen, wallpaper too.
Girl, I'm always like 10 steps behind.
Well, this is not your grandmother's floral.
Okay.
I promise, there's no wallpaper border or floral rompers here.
Okay, very good.
The second way you can really make it a lot more modern is bold use of color. And you can see, for me, it's more about the overall palette. So I stay away from things that are too sweet, like soft pinks and soft purples maybe look like a little girl's room. But when you have the brighter, fresher greens like these, or the darker blues, or I think this is particularly modern with the pinks and the navies, you can see how that's a lot more updated than what we saw in the 80s.
So not so cutesy.
Not so cutesy, and especially if you're really hesitant, florals more like this, or the ones you see on the board, or the other wallpaper that are done in shades of 2 colors, so they don't have quite as much as you might see outside in a garden, tend to read more modern.
Okay, what I'm getting is the different types of floral patterns in here, right? And that's really good.
Absolutely, and that's the third big way that you can make it more modern. There are new types of florals, and one that I'm particularly interested in is the painterly patterns. They look like art. Here's a more whimsical take on it that you can see. So again, it's less realistic and more whimsical, and also you see the streamlined color palette. And then you go to all the way to ones like this. This is from Designers Guild, another British brand. The British really know their florals. And you can see this looks like it's literally been painted.
These are cool. These are
really beautiful.
Now, can you mix and match with all of these?
Absolutely, you want to mix and match. This is not, I like to say, the Garanimals of interior decorating, where we put the floral on the wallpaper and the bedding and the lampshade and the nightlight.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I particularly love mixing and matching with some of the geometric patterns that have been so modern, so that's a great way to incorporate what you've already done in your home. But also the menswear patterns I find are really handsome because it mixes the masculine and the feminine elements. So you can see the plaids, the stripes. There's a stripe down there. This is a particularly modern, several color stripe that makes it much more
I like
accessible.
That. Yeah, I like that little masculine feel in it.
It does. It balances it out.
It does.
I love this. I think this is beautiful. You talked me into it.
I told you
I knew you would. For more from Traci, you can go to her website, tracizeller.com. That's Traci, tracizeller.com. She's good at what she does. Traci, thank you so much.